Okay. We're reading from page 190, the rays, 190, the second truth. Okay, we're reading from page 190, second truth. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, I found my book. I'm reading here. Okay, shall we begin?
Yes, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم نسألك أن تحيي قلوبنا بنور معرفتك أبدا 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 اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا آمين. Raise, page 190, the second truth, the truth of mercifulness. We see with our own eyes that there is one who has covered the face of the earth with thousands of gifts of mercy and made it into a feasting place. He has laid out a spread of hundreds of thousands of the different delicious foods of mercifulness and made the inside of the earth a storehouse containing thousands of precious bounties of compassionateness and wisdom. That being sends to us also the earth in its yearly rotation, like a ship or a train laden with the finest of the hundreds of thousands of vital human necessities, proceeding from the world of the unseen. And he sends to us too the spring, like a wagon carrying food and clothing for us. Thus does he nurture us with utmost compassion, in order for us to profit from those gifts and bounties. He has, moreover, given us hundreds and thousands of appetites, needs, feelings, sensations, and senses. As was set forth in the fourth ray concerning the verse on the sufficiency of God, he has given us a stomach that can take pleasure in infinite varieties of food. He has given us such a life that through the senses associated with it, we can derive benefit from the innumerable bounties of the vast corporeal world, just as if it were some bounteous spread. He has favored us with the human state so that we delight in the boundless gifts of both the spiritual and material worlds through instruments such as the intellect and the heart. He has conveyed Islam to us so that we derive light from the boundless treasuries of the unseen and manifest realms. He has guided us to faith so that we are illumined by the innumerable lights and gifts of this world and the hereafter. This cosmos is like a palace fitted out and adorned by the divine quality of mercy, with innumerable antiques and valuable items, which then gives to man's hands the keys to open all the chests and chambers in that palace, as well as bestowing on man's nature all the needs and senses that will enable him to make use of them. This mercy that embraces this world and the hereafter, and indeed all things, is without doubt a manifestation of oneness within unity. just as the light of the sun is a parable of unity, yeah, through its comprehending all things that face it, every bright and transparent object that receives the reflection of the light, heat, and 7 colors of the sun is also a parable and a symbol of oneness. Hence, whoever sees its all-embracing light will conclude that the sun of this earth is one and unique. Hence, whoever sees its all-embracing light will conclude that the sun of this earth is one and unique. Witnessing the warm and luminous reflection of the sun in all bright objects, and even in drops of water, he will say that the oneness of the sun, or the sun itself, is present with its attributes close to all things. It is at the mirror-like heart of all things. So too, the encompassing of all things by the extensive mercy of the merciful one of beauty, like a light, demonstrates the unity of that merciful one. Yeah. And that he in no way has any partner. Similarly, the fact that under the veil of that all-embracing mercy, the lights of most of the merciful one's names and a sort of manifestation of his essence are found in everything, and especially in all living beings, and in man in particular. And the fact that this gives each individual a comprehensiveness arising from life, which causes him to look to and be related to the whole universe, proves the oneness of the merciful one, and that he is present with all things and does all things in all things. Yes, yes, the merciful one shows the splendor of his glory in the whole of the cosmos and all over the earth through the unity and comprehensiveness of his mercy. With the manifestation of his oneness, he gathers together in every member of all animate species, and particularly man, specimens of all his bounties, orders the tools and instruments of animate beings, and proclaims the special solicitude of his beauty to each individual. This without shattering the wholeness of the universe. I will read the sentence one more time. I'm sorry. It was okay. With the manifestation of his oneness, he gathers together in every member of all animate species, and particularly man, specimens of all his bounties, orders the tools and instruments of animate beings, and proclaims the special solicitude of his beauty to each individual. This without shattering the wholeness of the universe. As for man, it is in him that God makes known in concentrated form the various forms of his bounty. Similarly, a melon can be said to be concentrated in its seed. The being that makes the seed must necessarily be he who makes the melon. Then, with the special balance of his knowledge and particular law of his wisdom, he draws the seed out from it gathers it together, and clothes it in a body. Nothing other than the one and unique master craftsman who makes the melon is able to make its seed. That would be impossible. Since through the manifestation of mercifulness, the cosmos becomes like a tree or a garden. The earth becomes like a fruit or a melon. And man becomes like a seed of a certainty, the creator and sustainer of the smallest animate being must be the creator of all the earth and all the cosmos. In short, in short, just as the making and unfolding of the regular and orderly forms of all beings through the truth of opening, capital O opening, which is comprehensive, proves unity to the point of being self-evident. So too, the truth of mercifulness, which encompasses all things through its nurturing of all animate beings that come into existence and enter the life of this world, particularly the newly arrived, with the utmost order and regularity, causing all necessities to reach them, forgetting none of them. This same mercy, reaching all individuals everywhere at the same instant, demonstrates both unity and oneness within unity. Our traveler then witnessed the following third truth, and this third in the third stopping place. Okay.
Thank you. So, what attracted your attention here? I think you should share your feelings first about the text we read. What is the main message here?
Yeah. The topic is the truth of mercifulness. So clearly, mercifulness is being discussed, but also the relationship between mercifulness and unity, oneness within unity, it seems to be focused on. So the beginning enters with this discussion of mercifulness and the way in which all the gifts on the earth so compassionately are presented to all the creatures here, and also this corresponding state of human beings with the these appetites and needs and sensations and senses. So this this kind of connection with these two things happening are I think a big part of this issue of the truth of mercifulness. So I'm trying to really think about what's helpful for me. What am I really getting here from this for myself? So yeah, this point, this corresponding aspects between the mercy being bestowed, stored up within the earth, and then perfectly assigned or aligned to the creatures who are also put in a disposition to be pleased with, happy with, and able to consume and experience so many varieties of things in this earth, is a phenomenon that needs to be explained. And the topic or the author is describing and setting up the structure for this truth of mercifulness. That's what I understand. I mean, and goes on and speaks more about this, and as though uses this corresponding phenomenon which exists between the earth, between the spring, between the things that we are experiencing, as I see you're highlighting. So maybe trying to lead me to this point about a manifestation of oneness within unity. Yeah, that's an interesting point. And especially what really got my attention was this example of the sun. The sun is present within all the things that are transparent, that are shiny. So no conscious being who sees any kind of shining object can find that object sitting in an independent state, separate from the sun being shined on it. Meaning that the sun is as though present at the core of that object, whatever it is. So all bright objects, water, etc., are as though strong signs, parables, showing us that as we see them, they are, although their existence is separate from, or has some kind of existence that we look at, we can see in its own form. I don't want to say separate form, but in a form that is as though not directly coming from the sun, as though, right? But sun is reflecting on them, so that when I see them, I can't really see them and experience them, except that I have to acknowledge that the sun is being shined on them, and that they're reflecting the sun at all times. So, like this kind of what I understand, this mercifulness is as though a similar, if I understand correctly, similar kind of phenomenon that's going on in the creatures' lives. So, at the core of our beings, at the core of us, each one of us, is this merciful one who's present with all things, and is as though always manifesting itself in the things, in the creatures, in the human beings, in this case not through light, but through this phenomenon of mercifulness, pleasure, variety, etc., pleasure on the side of our feelings, human beings' feelings, creatures that are alive feelings, also life itself, when there's something is alive. As it was said in the text, those things that are alive, they carry these qualities of experiencing the variety of bounties here. So, like the sun is present every moment within any reflective, shining object, like that, mercifulness is as though at once also present in every object, everything, all creatures. So, as was highlighted there, I see that something's changing. So, okay, I'll pause here. If you have any comments, please. I'll open it up now. Brother Ali or others, would you like to comment?
Yes. Sorry, I am, what's that? No. Oh, okay, this me here. I'm trying to find out something. No. Okay. Later on, I will see some. Now, The sun example is a beautiful example, explains and really hits the purpose of this text that we are reading the second chapter of this supreme sign. The second chapter is really a lot to oneness of God. So the first truth was about the truth of Fatahiyya, opening. It means everything opens up and reveals all its secrets. It means every single being is really disclosing as they are created, as we see it in the order of the universe gradually. So they disclose and make it more and more clearer and clearer, all the qualities of their creator. And the conclusion was the same again. The same qualities are manifested in each of the creatures, especially they are much more visible in the way the animate beings are created, from the egg, from the seeds, grains, all the plants and animals and trees are created. And as they disclose their whatever they have in their heart, it means recorded in their cells, becomes apparent to human observation, and they can see that is opening up. And that is the beautiful way of understanding Fatah, opening up the secrets of each creature, each being. So when they disclose their secret, we understand that endless numbers of qualities of their creator become apparent, visible to the eyes and observations and investigations of human beings searching. If they are searching for it, they will see it easily. Each of them witnesses that. That was one aspect of the creation. Another aspect that we are studying today, and our friend Adam emphasized on the importance of oneness, oneness within unity. In the sun example, Adam explained it. There is no need to repeat, but it came to my mind a bit more modern example. For example, let's say there is a TV program. There is only one broadcasting center. So from this broadcasting center, the program is broadcasted. And each person who has the TV machine receives all the content of the broadcasting and sees it in its own screen. But how many televisions are there? Millions of them, if not billions. They can all receive, and they can all see this content of the broadcasting, the program, whatever is broadcasted on their screen. It shows that the relationship between the TV machine and the broadcasting center is directly related to each other. And the fact that we see in the screens of each television the same content of the broadcasting, we understand that the TV machines are receiving this program from one center. It is one center. And whatever the program is broadcasted, this program manifests itself at the same time in each screen of the TV. So what is the significance of it? when I say what the revelation also reveals us, tells us, everything is created by one God. What does it mean? Everything is created by one God. Let me see this one. Here is the each individual a comprehensiveness arising from the life which causes him to look to and be related to the whole universe. Each screen of the TV relates to the broadcasting center, and every TV can receive, it's an, of course, analogy, it's not a perfect example, can receive the same broadcasting at the same time. This proves the oneness of the merciful one. It means, in our example, this proves the oneness of the broadcasting center, and that he is present with all things and does all things in all things. But all the qualities, the content of the program is manifested in each TV. What is the significance of it? Now, there is a big philosophical argument which says, unless we search everywhere that everything is, I am applying to our subject this philosophical argument, everything is created by God. You have to search everything and then make such a statement. But the author here argues that no, it is not the case. I don't have to. One or two examples is enough for me. Why? Because in each screen of TV, or in reality, in each being, I see the same program is broadcasted. What is that? As far as our subject is concerned, mercifulness, merciful action is broadcasted or manifested. And in such a way that whoever is broadcasting knows that the content of this broadcasting will be received by each machine. So the machine's qualities and the qualities of the broadcasting center are directly related to each other. So in each TV, I can see that all TVs are receiving the same. I don't have to go and search all of them. Inductive problem, they say, in philosophical terminology. I don't see everything because I see my computer, or let's say there is a bird in my backyard, or I don't know, street, and another bird was also in the next door neighbor's backyard. They have the same manifestations of the mercy there. It means broadcasting center of mercy is one. And the quality of mercy demonstrates that this mercy is coming from the one who is broadcasting the mercy from the center. It's one. I don't have to go and see all words and investigate that whether they are manifesting on the same mercy. No, because the quality is one center. Each examples demonstrate the same qualities are manifested in the action of each animal, including each planet, each plants, they manifest the same quality. And the relationship, the one who is manifesting his mercy is the one in contact with things which is created, who receives the mercy and demonstrates it in the screen of each being. It means we understand the importance of oneness within unity. Unity, each being, each and every being manifests the same quality, and we understand that the source of this quality is coming from one center. One center. Some example is more appropriate, but I just wanted to share with you if it is a right appropriate example to use this broadcasting and seeing the same broadcasting on the screens of every individual TV machine. This is my speculations whether it is right or wrong. This relationship, as Adam explained, between the needs of the creatures, beings, and the fulfillment of these needs in a merciful way. I can understand this in the example of the machine. The TV machine is made in such a way that it needs broadcasting in order to demonstrate it in its screen. And broadcasting is made in such a way that just fits the capacity of the TV. So I am created in need of mercy in endless ways. Every single cell I need in my body, every single cell needs to be alive, to act in the perfect way in order to keep their harmony in my body and function in my body in such a way that life will fully demonstrate in my being. And each of them needs life, and life is given to each of them as they need it. It means the one who is treating or sending his mercy, for example, I need nourishment, preparing the nourishment, and all the foods or whatever I need, air, sunlight, is water, everything, and they are prepared and given to me. And when I drink, when I eat, when I breathe in inhaled air, all the elements, they work perfectly within my body. It means the one who is preparing the food, the sun, and the water and light, the main elements there are other things as well, but these are main elements. The one who is preparing it knows how my body works, or other way around. The one who made my body knows what it needs to sustain its life. So whoever created the air molecule is the creator of my cell. Whoever created the water molecule, he is the one created my cell, my body. Whoever created all these elements is the one who created me as a human being who is consciously in need of these elements. For example, if I feel thirsty and if I don't have water, I look for the water. This consciousness is given to me by the one who created me, at the same time by the one who created the water. So It is the one who created the whole atmosphere in order to, for me to receive water. So all actions taking place in the universe demonstrates that these actions are the result of a one who is mercifully treating the creatures in a way that he knows each and everything, every being who needs mercy, and treats them accordingly. What a perfect intertwined relationship and an evidence to the oneness of the source of existence, who is the merciful one as far as our today's subject is concerned. So whoever is the merciful one who is treating must be the one who is providing everything, must be the one who is responsible for the creation of everything in the world. I don't have to search all the world. A few examples is enough for me. Inshallah, I didn't make a mistake, and the example was appropriate example. Inshallah, I would like to hear your comments.
I think it's a good example. I think it's a helpful example. I mean, the small thing, but I don't know how many people watch TV anymore, broadcasting. But this live social media, like you're broadcasting live now on YouTube, kind of thing. This language may be a little more easier for people to understand because they may not know, but it's the same thing. Broadcasting, and then whoever has YouTube right now and is able to know that channel is able to pick it up, and there's certainly correspondence. When I think about this example or this argument of those who speak about what you called induction, I don't know much about it, but I'm listening to you about it, hearing about it. That seems to be not only a kind of almost like a kind of comp out or a dragging on the discussion, trying to drag out the discussion in quantity terms, but what I think one has to also admit to is like a kind of quality a quality analysis, meaning why do the feelings and why do the needs exist so deeply in the way that they do, as opposed to looking at another, I don't know, 100,000 species, trying to go find another 100,000 species or particles somewhere, some in some other world, somewhere, some other galaxy or something. You still can't really deny the quality at which the things in this world have need for mercy. And also, when I see something, or let's say if I'm going to go and observe something, it's as though I'm already admitting, in a sense, to what we're talking about, because that particle or that creature or whatever that may be not in the same dependent state that anything else is, still fits within the realm of this universe, to be a kind of subject to conditions that are that mean that they would have to follow this rule of mercy. So my immediate, this is just my immediate kind of thoughts as I heard the arguments and I think about it, both from the depth of the quality, like you said, you only need one or two examples. Yeah, I don't think, yes, one or two examples, and also one and two examples are so deep and so extensive also that they're sufficient. And then secondly, what confidence can one have to try to find something else that exists when we see that in order for us to observe it, to even understand that it exists, that doesn't have such qualities, we use the same, we are using the same methods of observing it, which require it to be under this law of mercy, if you understand what I'm saying. So I don't, of course, don't buy the argument, and it doesn't really even matter much to me because I'm sufficient. I'm happy. I find it suffices based on what I'm seeing, which is what I should live by, and I live by. So so anyway, and then those other points I just made. So that's my thoughts.
What they try to confuse people's minds is this. They say, oh, of course, we don't know billions years ago what happened. They say, yeah, you are right. I don't know what happened billions of years ago. And also, we don't know what is happening in the very, very far away of the universe, in the sky, in the heavens. So we don't do galaxies, beyond galaxies, because they don't, human beings cannot get the end of the universe. It is impossible. By definition, it is impossible. So that is another subject, but it is impossible to get the end so that we will see non-existence. Non-existence doesn't exist. We cannot see. So we have to be within the universe. That is our nature. It is inevitable nature, human nature. And the inevitable or inevitableness of being created. So we are created. So we are bound to be within the created world. So we cannot go out. So they say there are other parts that we don't know what is happening there. So when the people who follow their reason, they say, look at the matter. What matter, what qualities matter has? This and this and this and this. And matter cannot act on its own power, at its own will, own knowledge. They have no such thing. Matter doesn't have it. So what is made out of matter is or has so many qualities that matter doesn't have. They say, okay, we haven't seen what happened billions years ago. They might have some qualities, and then life might have come out of these qualities, although we don't observe it. But this way of looking for an excuse not to accept what we are witnessing now and running away from our reality and taking the argument into a dark place as far as human knowledge is concerned, and saying that there might have, but I am saying not there might have. Here it is in front of my eye. I see no matter which is acting without following the order of the whole universe. They are subject to the order of the universe. They have no quality to create themselves. They have no quality to have a knowledge or especially free will so that they will adapt themselves. They will develop by themselves. An accident, there is no accident in the universe. Everything is acting within an order. That is why all the sciences totally depend on the consistency of the order. If there was no order, sometimes accident happened, there would be no science. They're contradicting, obviously, but they found out a way of arguing against the belief in the creator, absoluteness of the creator, oneness of the creator, as everything is created by the one absolute being. They say the problem of they always this claim this problem of induction, inductive thinking. Why? We haven't seen it. We cannot say, I don't have to see it. The order of the universe I saw here, same order, same order, same order, same way of creating, same way of creation. What's it? I mean, wherever I go, the wholeness of the order doesn't change. I don't have to using my example or simple example of the computer screen, or I don't know, whatever broadcastings are made through YouTube, whatever. Every machine, but there is one program. For example, this discussion is broadcasted on YouTube. So what we see now, whoever uses his computer or iPhone will see the same content of the broadcasting. What does it mean? It means the number of the recipients are not important. 1, 2, 3 is the same. That's enough for me. 1 million, yes, the same order is applied everywhere. Order doesn't change, and there is no accident in the order. There is no random happenings in the order. Everything is perfectly arranged. Even a seemingly chaotic storm is taking place within a perfect order. That's why these broadcastings, meteorologists make the forecastings according to the principle of the order of the universe. They don't say it is accidentally happening like this. They are trying to improve their program to comprehend as much as possible the order, how the storms take place, because there is an perfect order in the way that the storm happens. So nothing can happen accidentally. Even there are theories that these atheist people are contradicting within themselves. They say the order of the universe is so much sensitive. They call it butterfly effect. Even one single element in the order of the universe changes, it perfectly matches the whole order of the universe, and as a result changes the way the order is manifested in itself, because these are all taking place within an order. Nothing is accidental, and the order is so perfectly sensitively arranged that there is no exception whatsoever. And a butterfly will move and there will be no effect at all. Impossible. They are contradicting to themselves. Being a scientist means believing in the order and not believing in the accident. If a person believes that accident is happening, random things are happening in the universe, this person cannot be a scientist. And they say, as a scientist, we concluded that there is no source of creator. What a nonsense thing. The order happened out of accident. That's the hilarious claim of the materialist scientists. The order happened out of chaos. I mean, there is no chaos, man. I can see no chaos, and chaos cannot result into accident. Chaos into order. Chaos can result even more chaotic creation. I never ever, even my simple room, there are, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements in my room now. If I jumble up, it becomes even more and more jumbled, messed up. It cannot become an order because an order preserves itself. Why? Why the order doesn't turn into a chaos again? Because everything is happening accidentally. Whatever the aspect you really question the legitimacy of these people who deny the source of existence, the creator, one center for the existence of the universe, who deny it, contradict themselves from many aspects, but they still insist. It means it is not really a logical conclusion. It is not really that their human nature necessitates to conclude in this way. It is just the obstinacy not to accept the creator and submit themselves to the same creator. They don't want to acknowledge it. They are free to do that, but they harm themselves. I say, I'm sorry, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to contradict myself. I'm not going to contradict what I observe in the universe. I'm not going to contradict to my intellectual understanding of the universe. You can be stupid, but I will remain as an intellectually consistent person, inshallah. So these are all the second truth, and we are going to, inshallah, study the third truth again. For it will be about the disposing and administering, how the administration center is one. This, again, the whole subject is oneness of the creator, absoluteness of the creator. It means oneness means not the number oneness, unity of the creator. It means the creator is a being who is absolute, cannot be divided into smaller sections or divisions. This is a perfect way of understanding the message of the Quran under the witnessing of the universe. Thank you very much. I think we started late and we finish late as well. So inshallah, next Saturday or Monday, we are going to, inshallah, conclude the chapter Kaf. And Wednesday and next Saturday, Sunday, we will meet together again in the same order, in the same room, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Brother Adam, can you close the session, inshallah, with a prayer?
Okay, inshallah. Thank you. Wow. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.